Hello everyone, I'm Corbyn Dallas. In today's episode, we're at Back to Function in Aurelia, and I'm going to be getting a treatment from Dr. Bell.
Hey, I'm Dr. Spencer Bell. I'm one of the chiropractors here at Back to Function in Aurelia, Ontario. We've been working with Corbyn for a few months now, helping with his training, having him keep a few of his injuries kind of in check, and making sure that he's able to get out there and compete. Yeah. So what brings you in today?
So my last competition, I had my elbow hyperextended, and it's been a couple weeks still, but I feel like some discomfort here. It almost feels like I sprained it, but I was wondering if you could take a look at it.
Sure.
See what we could do.
Yeah, sounds good. So knowing Corbyn like we do, and knowing what what his sport asks of him day in, day out, and especially during times of competition, and you can see pretty clearly where tension is generated in the elbow. So you have an orthopedic issue, which would probably at the time of your injury had a minor sprain of the ligament. Means there might have been like some small tearing. It certainly isn't anything significant to the point that it's ruptured, which we call a grade 3 sprain. But the tension in your forearms, as I rotate your forearm out, it takes your elbow with it. And you can see right here how that just starts to generate a lot of undue stress through the elbow joint. So every time you're extending, instead of having that range of motion that allows for your elbow to articulate smoothly, you're adding a degree of stress to that, just with kind of the soft tissue findings, the soft tissue stress we have here. So we're going to back that off. So it's about calming the injury down first, and that's the acute phase. There was a bit of a misnomer between what to do and what not to do. Some people will tell you rest, don't do anything on it. It's not really the answer. Rest really was never meant to mean bed rest. It was kind of misinterpreted that way, and we kind of ran with it as a medical community. It was meant to mean don't irritate the tissue. Right? It's not saying go lay down and do nothing. And unfortunately, that's a trend that kind of predominates in the industry. If you hurt yourself, okay, stay off it for a couple weeks. But I mean, as well as anyone, when you're training, right? It takes 3 months to build it. It takes 2-3 weeks to lose it, right? So it's not really a 1-to-1 ratio. So we're going to work through the bicep and forearm flexor junction. So extend your elbow, relax the hand, palm down for me. That's it, right through there. Good. And back. You okay there?
No.
Good. And extend for me. Good, right there. That's it. Palm down. Palm way down, now flex the hand. Very quickly, if somebody will use a tool of X denomination, and let's say it didn't work. Well, all of a sudden that tool doesn't work, right? And that tool is no good, and well, you just may not be good with that tool. And as a practitioner, you may be new with it, or you might be just trying to use it for the sake of using it without knowing what you're trying to accomplish. So there's only a few principles out there, but the tools to accomplish those principles are plentiful. And it's really important to keep that, the basics and the goals of your treatment in mind. And work within your team to do that. We're fortunate here with a accomplished sports med physician. We have very competent physiotherapists and chiropractors. Kinesiologists, as I mentioned, massage therapists are very good, phenomenal. And we have a close network of like-minded folks around Ontario, so when our athletes travel, if we're not able to accommodate them ourselves, we're able to set them up with people who are in the industry that are similar, which I think is really important. You can't be everywhere all the time. So we have more range there. What does that do for the discomfort levels?
Yeah, it still feels like kind of achy through here, but
Okay.
I think we did a lot of work on that.
Yeah.
That's why, but yeah, just like flexion on this is like painless
Okay.
and powerful, but I feel discomfort right here.
Yeah, right in there. Okay.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so just up. Does it feel like?
Yeah, it's just really achy and sore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you come all the way up to the top?
Yeah, like I feel it feels a little bit restricted at the end range.
Okay.
Your favorite tool?
Let's have our, we'll use this guy. This is called a Thule drop board, or a speeder board. It's a fairly traditional chiropractic tool. I'm going to have you walk around the table for me. And I want,
Do you want my elbow here?
yeah, I want your elbow right here, but I'm going to have you just kind of kneeling there. Good. So, okay, just let that go there. Sitting back for me. Good. Now, this is where things like range of motion become important. So, I'm going to ask you to do an exercise, but we weren't able to get into the ranges we required before we treated you. So, I like to treat you, make sure we have the prerequisite ranges, and then we're going to reinforce that with an exercise. We're going to kind of borrow this from the DNS world. What I want you to do is spread your hand as far as you can.
Okay.
Good. Even wider. Good. Good. Wider, wider, all the way up. Good. Now, what I want you to do is think long with that finger. So try and extend those fingers there. Good. Now, think of your hand like a circle. Okay? Well, maybe like a weird rectangle, but our points of contact, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want all 4 of those to have equal pressure. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Okay?
It feels a little light on my wrist side and my palm.
Mm-hmm. Now,
You know why my elbow's locked out?
don't worry about your elbows for now. A little softness in the elbows is okay.
Okay.
For just right now. Okay? Don't let me lift you up there. You can see the habits that are starting to build up. See how white you are here? See how much blood has gone from that finger, and same here, almost worse there.
Yeah.
See how there's almost none there? See how I can lift you up there? Right? Very little activation on this side of your hand, on the thumb side of we'll call it the thumb side, the pinky side. Right? So you're very, very compressive on the outside of your hand. You're very light on the inside of your hand. I want you to balance that. Make that 50-50. So I want you to take your hand and I want you to really try and flatten that into the table there. Better. Good. Don't let me lift you up. Keep that. That's better. Good. Keep going. See how that's starting to go white? See how the whiteness there is a little bit less? Good. More here. A little bit wider. Don't let me lift you up. Good. Now, keep that, and I want you to open this elbow up a bit. That. And relax there.
Well, that was a huge difference.
So
Yeah.
that should take the sting out of it.
So this is Corbyn Dallas. Just want to thank Dr. Bell at Back to Function earlier for taking care of my elbow. Thank you very much, Dr. Bell.
Anytime. Yeah, glad to have you in. Thanks for watching, guys.